What's up, everybody? It's Matt from Exhale Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at the Wismec RX200. Let's check it out. So this is the Wismec RX200. It's a 200 watt real output with temperature control system. It has upgradable firmware with a 0.69 inch OLED display. And there's optional temperature control for nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. Also variable wattage mode. There's 3 replaceable cells and onboard reverse polarity protection. So the cells that you need are 3 18650 batteries. You can charge these within the device, so it comes with a USB cable that you can charge this device with. Also, you can use the USB cable that it comes with to connect to either your PC or Mac computer to do firmware updates. What you do is you go onto the Wismec website and you can see which firmware is available at this point in time. And to see which firmware you have on this device, you can either connect it to your computer and see which is on your device, or when you're turning it on, you can keep clicking as soon as you turn it on, keep clicking, keep clicking, keep clicking, until your version comes up. So this is version 1.08, and that's the most up-to-date firmware version that there is. So to turn it off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To turn it on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll see that I have 0 ohms right now because I have no atomizer on there. I'm at 200 watts and 550 degrees in my nickel temperature control. Now, to change the mode that you want it in, there's the 4 modes on there. You can do temperature control in nickel. Click it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. You can click it to temperature control in titanium, 1, 2, 3. Temp control in stainless steel, 1, 2, 3. And and variable wattage mode. So it depends on which mode that you would like to vape in. So I've been vaping in nickel mode, 550 degrees Fahrenheit. Now this goes all the way up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. And once you get to 600, it does go into Celsius. And as you can go all the way up to 315 degrees Celsius, or you can go up again and it brings you back into Fahrenheit and it round robins. This is a 200 watt mod, so it goes all the way up to 200 watts. Right now I'm liking to vape at around 550 degrees Fahrenheit at 200 watts. And I have a 0.15 ohm coil on my atomizer that I'm using, my sub-ohm tank. So as far as there are some features on here to lock it. You can lock this device if you press the fire button and the up button. It probably won't work right now because I don't have an atomizer on it, but if you press the fire button and the up button, it will lock your ohms on here. You'll see a lock come up on here. If you want to press the fire button and down button, that'll take it to stealth mode. So when you're firing, your OLED display will not come up. Normally it will not come up, but since I don't have an atomizer, it's not going into stealth mode. So stealth off, stealth on. When you put stealth on, it'll just have a blank screen whenever you're firing. Now the other thing that you can do, which is a kind of an important feature, especially if you're carrying this in your pocket or it gets banged around a couple times, you can press the up and down on here and this will lock either your wattage or your temp. So if it's in your pocket and you press up or down on here to change your degrees or your wattage, it's going to say that it's locked. So that's a nice safety feature on there. Unlock it, you can just hold these buttons again. And that is that. I'll put the atomizer on there now and show you how you can lock it with the ohms when you put it on there. And if there is enough change in the ohms resistance, your screen will actually ask you, is this a new atomizer or is it an old atomizer? And you can either press up for yes or down for no. All right, we're back. So now I got my atomizer on there. It is a SMOK TCT. This is one of my favorite temperature control sub-ohm tanks that I have on here right now. Temperature control, smoke, and it's got the Pyrex top on there, mouthpiece on there, Pyrex container. It's got the two rings on here, and it actually comes with a red and black if you wanted to change these out. I thought the green looked nice and cute for this device. So when you have this on, it reads the ohms on there. So it's 0.15 ohms. If you want to lock your ohms on there, hold the fire button and the up button, and you'll see that lock on there. So it'll lock those ohms in place. Unlock, same thing, fire button, up button. And there's that. So I'm going to take this down to 550, lock my ohms, and then I'll show you how this actually has a temperature protect in it. So after it gets up to 550, it will temperature protect and hold that. So you won't get any burnt hits or dry hits on there. So let's do it. So it temp protects on there. Great feature. Really liking this device. Let's go ahead and take it back up top, and I will vape on it for a little bit, tell you any drawbacks that I have on it, and you know, my overall rating on this specific device. Now that everyone sees some of the items that this device offers, what's included in it, some of the safety features that it has, let's go ahead and vape on it for a little bit, and you know, show you what kind of vapor production that this thing can actually produce. Obviously, it's going to change depending on the sub-ohm tank or atomizer that you're using, but so far I've been pretty happy with this setup that I have with the Wismec, and also the tank that I have on it with the vapor production and especially the flavor. So right now I'm at the same thing as we were down low. You know, my device is set at 0.15 ohms. I got 570 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm firing with a nickel coil on here for the temperature control. It's very important to make sure that whatever your device is set up with, or whatever your sub-ohm tank is set up with, your atomizer is you know, set on the same thing as your mod. You know, you don't want to be firing a nickel at titanium. You don't want to be firing a nickel at stainless steel. And you know, some of the reviews online is saying that you don't want to be firing your nickel coil for regular variable wattage mode either, as you know, when it heats up, some of the chemicals inside of the nickel can actually be kind of dangerous to you. Now, if this is something that someone else wants to refute or disagree with me on, or any of the reviews I saw on, please do so. I'd love to know more information, as you know, I am learning about this stuff just as you guys are. So as far as this device goes, you know, I'm loving the vapor production. I'm loving the taste that comes off of it. I've never had a dry hit with it yet. You know, you can really, it really brings out the flavor inside of here. And going from a temperature control mod and vaping on temperature control, going back to a variable wattage mod, it's a complete different ends of the spectrum. You know, I'm not saying that I still don't hit you know, my variable wattage mods that I do, you know, that I have, but some days, you know, it's just, you know, going from a variable wattage mod to a temperature control device, it's, you know, completely two different ends of the spectrum. And, you know, this is maybe a warmer hit where you can decide where you want your temperature at, and you'll always have it at that temperature. Few of the things that people may not like, you know, it's heavy, it's bulky. You can't carry this in your pocket unless you have some of those Genco jeans that are coming available now. But you know, you can't carry this in your pocket, especially with a tank on it. It makes it very large. You know, you got those three 18650 batteries that make this a huge and heavy device. This is probably one of the heavier devices that I have right now. Besides that, I would say that's the only downfall. You know, there's not a lot of gaps inside of here to where juice can leak in. It's very clean, very sleek design. I'm loving it. It doesn't overheat. And the fact that you can charge through the USB port and have updatable firmware and put it on there, I think this device will be around for a long time. And so whatever other new items come out or new technologies come out with vaping, especially in temperature control, you'll always be able to update this device, this chip. You know, it's a mini computer that is helping you vape. And I would suggest this for more of the advanced users. Some of the people that are just coming off of cigarettes, I think this may be a little bit too much or too overwhelming to use. But I've been happy with it. Thank you all for watching. If there's any other products that you'd like me to review or have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'd be glad to answer your questions. Follow me on Facebook, and our website's going to be coming out soon too. It's going to be exhalreviews.com. So thanks again for watching, and I appreciate it. See you soon.